Hello, people of the internet. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, happy Friday to you all. Hopefully your weeks are wrapping up nicely, or if you're watching this at any other point in the week, hopefully having a great day nonetheless. I am on a time crunch because I have to go and record this and also pack because I am leaving for a research trip to China in less than 24 hours. But we have new music to check out and we have major releases to check out, one of which, The Kids from no, I'm kidding. The Stray Kids are back with brand new music, a brand new mini album, and I'm very excited to check it out. Last year, for me, like as a until then a pretty casual fan of Stray Kids, we got like down into the nitty gritty of their discography last year with S Class and that 5-star album, and we had La 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 and Social Path with Lisa, the Japanese release. And then, of course, we had, I'm pretty sure it was this year, Lose My Breath with Charlie Puth. It's been a really good time being a Stray Kids fan and just taking all the new music that they've been doing. And the title tracks for me have hit in the last year or so. And I'm hoping that continues today with Chk Chk Boom! And I'm very excited to get into it. Unfortunately, I have to wait to get into the 8th album because I don't have time to record an album today. Not a chance. And I fly out, or I leave the house to go to the airport at 5 in the morning tomorrow. So we'll get around to that album when I get back. That'll be at the end of the month. So yeah, unfortunately you have to wait for that. But if you are interested in that, keep your eyes peeled for that. But in the meantime, let's get into the MV Sharpish. Here we go. And I get to go and update the Stray Kids little section from the intro now that we have a brand new MV. But Chk Chk Boom, I haven't heard anything of this. I haven't read anything on this. I've barely even seen concept pictures of it, mainly because this past kind of week and a bit has been quite busy getting ready for the trip and stuff. I've been scrambling to get stuff together. So I'm probably going into this era knowing the least out of any of the eras we've checked out on the album so far, which is good for me because I never want to go into a brand new era with spoilers. So let's get into the MV. Here we go.
It's recommended to stay home.
Why didn't you mention there's no toilet paper, Gary?
What the hell's going on?
Hugh Jackman.
So,
I was in there for 30 minutes.
What is happening?
No. The one thing. A toilet
Ryan Reynolds.
No, toilet paper. Good evening. And thank you for watching CCB News. I'm Ryan Reynolds.
What is happening? We got some punch though, hold on. Oh, there's a cool kind of sass to this. It's also got a pluckiness to it that I feel like we didn't get in, S-Class and La 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 La.
Hit you like a truck, I'ma make you fly.
Oh, wait, hold on. Wait, there's a hardness to it, but there's also a smoothness to it. Wait, this is different. Have we? I'm trying to equate it back to a previous Stray Kids title, and I can't think of one that's like this. Yeah, it's like when you think the beat is gonna start kind of cutting out, no, it just continues to drive. Gosh, it's kind of addictive. I'ma make it. Boom, boom. And the hook is terrific too. I'm also liking the fact that we're kind of switching roles a little bit. Because this song isn't vocally very high. And instead of getting the usual high vocal members like Bangchan and Seungmin singing high, we've got them fries in the pre-chorus. That's really cool. Oh, is it over already?
That's it for us tonight at CCB.
Oh, come
News.
on!
Join us next. How long have you guys been sitting there?
For a while.
Pretty long. Yeah. Right. Any chance that you're, looking for an older, less agile member? Maybe?
No.
Oh,
Great. Yeah. And then,
oh my! I don't know why that's made me really happy. Like, I don't really watch any of the like action superhero films, so I mean, I know who Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds are, but really, I know Ryan Reynolds as one of the owners of Wrexham FC more than anything else, so that's really cool. Wait, is this kind of in connection to which Kingdom stage was it that they went? Deadpool, rice cooker. What stage was that they had? You know the one I'm talking about, but is this in any way connected to that? Like, didn't like a relationship between Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds and Stray Kids like stem from that Kingdom stage, or was this like something that's been cooking for a long time? Either way, that's really cool to get like an A-list Hollywood celebrity or two A-list Hollywood celebrities to get involved on a K-pop MV like this, and at the level that they got involved with, is super cool, and I kind of love it. But the song itself is a little bit different gravy, and I'm kind of obsessed with it. So, when it comes to Stray Kids titles and stuff, there is kind of a trend in terms of title tracks that I like. I like Thunderous, I like Maniac, I like, S-Class. I like stuff that's got a big, heavy hardness to it, but also retains an element of the melodic. I prefer a song that isn't heavy just for the sake of being a heavy song. Admittedly, I also like Astronaut, and I also like Victory Song is also hard and melodic, I guess, but I like Elevator, I like Astronaut. But my go-to Stray Kids title tracks are the hard and also melodic stuff. Chk Chk Boom takes it in a little bit of a different direction. It's surprisingly low-key in comparison to some of the other Stray Kids titles that I've listened to and we've covered here, which is saying something because this is not low-key in any way, shape, and form. It's just in comparison to the others, maybe not as intense as some stuff that they've done previously. That's really cool to me because it still comes across as a song that has a really nice amount of punch to it. And it's the type of song that has a sneaky amount of melody hidden within it. It doesn't appear like on the surface that it is a very melodic song, but if you really like dive into it, there's a decent amount of melody into it. So like, go back to the beginning.
Good evening.
I still cannot get over that. That's crazy. But
세계 저점도 맞춰내 재빠른 계획도 어김없이 완벽한 판도 왜서 춤춰 내 플랜대로 keep going Sick of this life is regular 승리를 너무 과식했지 배불러
like even when you've got Changbin doing the much more traditional like rhythm centric flow here, you still have that melodic movement in the background in the instrumental section. And even though it's that one kind of plucky synth that kind of sounds like, you know, those what is it, like there's some people on YouTube who can make song covers using calculators, you know, the ones that I'm talking about. The synth kind of reminds me of that, or like a series of motors and the motor sounds playing certain like pop song covers and stuff. It's got that kind of texture to it, but there's movement to it, right? So even if the melodic top line loses the melody, at least one part in the instrumental still retains it, hence you still have that melodic movement to it. but it's also got the kind of rhythmic hardness to it as well.
또 할게요 뭐 느낌에 뚫려 우리는 주로 나머지 전부 Neil Armstrong 안 되는 것 없이 I do it Just pull out my trigger I got that I'm a pop pop pop
Even here, like you've got the... I might have to take that for the thumbnail, hold on a second. Even here, where you've kind of lost a majority of that bottom end now, you've got the melodic movement back in the vocal top line, but you also hear it in the almost like fluty synth as well. And since there isn't a whole lot of instrumental section going on now, the song still feels like there's a good chunk of melody there, even though that melodic element really doesn't have too much power behind it. There isn't enough things combating it and going against it to be drowned out. It's all very smart little details like that that really make the song work.
Filling up my truck, yeah, you want that right? Boom.
And here, the melody in the top line has been lost in place for a little bit of like a vocal fry-esque delivery, which I mentioned earlier, coming from someone who usually brings some punchy high vocals, is a little switch from what we're normally used to hearing. And we hear it again with Seungmin in pre-chorus 2 as well. Both of them, normally we hear the big high voices, but we hear them doing the vocal fry now. And that goes against what we're, like, the preconceived notions or what we're used to hearing. Cool way to throw us off. But because the vocal top line loses the melody, the instrumental gains that. And you can hear that melody a lot more clearer and a lot more punchier in the instrumental section now that Bangchan doesn't have it in his vocal part.
Filling up my truck, yeah, you want that right? Boom. Hit you like a truck, I'ma make you fly. Boom. Vamos, I know that you want it. Boom. Lobos, we
And this
cannot
chorus
stop
here.
counting. Boom. Ra-ta-ta-ta, I'ma make it. Boom. 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 Vamos, I know that you want it. Boom.
It's much the same way. It's that balancing act of where we're putting how much melody. And that's what makes this song really work for me, is the fact that even though it appears to be very punchy, very rhythm-heavy song, there is still melody involved. It's just very cleverly dispersed around. And when you have a hook that's really easy to remember, like boom, boom, ch ch boom, like audience participation in a song is always going to go well. Nice. And that only leaves us with the B-sides on the album, which, again, we have to wait until at least the end of the month to get around to, which makes me sad indeed, because one of my, like, the most recent K-pop obsession I had was Stray Kids. That wasn't a title track, was probably F&F from the 5-star album. Like, I love that song with, like, an unhealthy obsession. I think the melody and the EDM pluckiness of it is just spectacular. I still listen to it today, and I think it's, for me, one of the best Stray Kids songs that they've done in a hot minute. That's also a personal take, but I'm really hoping that we get a B-side of that quality, and with that reception from me on that 8 album. But I have to wait a while to check it out. I might listen to it in my free time, but I will get around to it on camera at some point, because Stray Kids always deliver on musical quality, and I want to talk about it. So keep your eyes peeled for that if you're interested. It's going to be a while, but we'll get around to it. But that only leaves one thing. I have to do the outro, right? Yes, I don't think I have any more admin stuff. No, I don't. Any hoosers, that is going to be it from me today. Thank you all for watching along with me. Hopefully you enjoyed it as much as I did. One last request from me today. Let us work together as a community to bring a little bit of extra happiness back into the world, whether it be checking with your friends and family, holding the door open for somebody, or even picking up a piece of trash off the street. Just one small act of kindness that may brighten up someone else's day today. And know that wherever you are in the world, should you ever be going through a tough time in your life, for whatever reason it may be, even though I'm just some guy on the internet who waffles about music in his free time, and know that I will always be a friend, an ally, and a shoulder to lean on whenever you need me. So take care of yourselves, take care of each other, spread the love, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.